Now, oh, here comes Stinky. Yay, he's eating it. Hey gamers, it's Wintermute here from Grind This Game. Back with Oxygen Not Included, the jobs update. And last time I was working on power and oxygen generation. This time I want to get exosuits going so we can get down into the oil biome, because I really want to play with the steam generator. I put in some new plants here off camera using hydroponic tiles, because that way the dupes don't have to deliver water to them. Because up here they have to manually bring the water to them, which is a bit slow. And to keep the water cool enough, I keep building ice blocks here, and they eventually warm up and melt into this water here. Because the water that's coming out of this filter here is at 40 degrees. And we want the water to go to these plants at around 25. So once in a while these will melt and sploosh in here and we'll get cooler water. I've also been trying to find a steam geyser. I still haven't found one. I'm tempted to use debug mode and look for it, but I'm not going to. But I've started a little tunnel here. We're kind of searching off to the right. And I put a bit of oxygen generation in here so they can breathe while they do this digging. And I also put in a thing to suck up all this hydrogen that was in this area. And I just realized we have some coal here we could get. Might go across like this. Build a few tiles so we can get there. And I'll probably also get this iron. And algae as well. There's some nice algae in here. But the main thing will be find a steam geyser and build exosuits. And keep everyone fed and happy. Oxygen is pretty decent in the base. I've also started putting in the fertilizer maker room. I'll probably start with, I'm not sure how many I'll have, maybe 6 to start. Oh wow, we're out of natural gas. How did that happen so fast? This was like almost fully pressurized not so long ago. Okay, we gotta turn one of these off. Turn that off, priority 1 million. And we gotta get this going here. So where should I get my polluted water? Might get it out of here, out of the overflow. I added one more sieve here. We're not really using it yet, but that will be for oxygen generation eventually. I could probably steal some of this polluted water for the fertilizer makers. Have to go in here. Down here. That's probably the easiest way to go. So we'll do something like this. Branch off here. Take a ladder down the fountain. Oops, and over this way and down in here. I think that'll work. But we don't want it connected just yet. Cancel that. And we'll need a ladder to go down here. And probably a tile to get across. Like that. Yeah. I don't know why I pause when I'm building. I guess because the lag is getting kind of bad, so. We'll let them build that out, and then I'll come back and hook this up so we can get some natural gas going, because it's gone. We used it all. Oh, we got some backed up here. That's good. So things are not as dire as I thought they were just yet. So we got some serious disease going on here. Frankie, Stinky, Abe, everyone's kind of getting hit. There is food poisoning up here. So let's just see who's getting... Stinky, what are you doing up here? Oh boy. Gotta love when they get stuck like that. Will he be able to get down? He should be able to. There he goes. So where are they getting sick? There's no disease in here. It's like massive food poisoning. I got a sink here. Got a sink for the bathrooms. Not quite sure what's going on there. 45. Let's go straight to Frankie. Where's Frankie hanging out? In here. Germs. Food poisoning. Oh yeah, 200,000 slime lung. Uh-oh. Where have they been going with all the slime lung? Not in here. Just clean there. Probably some exploratory dig. Yeah, it's probably... Oh, it's from this. Yeah. We're not letting them in there anymore. Oh yeah, I opened this pocket. There was a huge amount of oxygen in here. Okay. You're out of here. No one allowed in here anymore. What are they going in for? We'll lock that up. No, you get out of there. Okay. Now there's a filter in there that should work for a little while. So keep them out of there until their immunity kind of catches back up. Now is there any bad stuff in here? A little bit, but this is pretty clean in here. It's taking them forever to build the fertilizer maker room. They're still working on it, and everything is priority like 9. Almost done. So I'll come back once they get this done. We're gonna kill off these morbs. We can't handle the disease. Sorry, little guy. Kaboom. Because we've got low immunity. Not good. Who is that? Stinky. Let's take Stinky off all jobs. So Stinky, Stinky. You are not allowed to do anything. You can just chill out. Until you recover. Now they're almost done this. Once they're done in here, I'll crack this open, this tile. And then we can get these generating natural gas, and that'll keep this room pressurized. Just 2 more tiles. Okay, that's done. Now we can crack this open and finish the plumbing. Hook that up. Might as well hook up this other one. And how much power do we have on this line? 480, so we can put more in fertilizer makers. Let's put in at least 2 more. Hook up that power. And plumbing. Now hopefully we have enough polluted water to keep all that going. Stinky's immunity is still plummeting. Hopefully he recovers. If not, he can just sit in a medical cot for a while. Okay, this is working well. Hopefully no natural gas is getting out. That means we can probably turn on our other natural gas generator here. Due to our immunity issues, I'm going to put in an apothecary. How much power does this need? 240. Stick it right there, I guess. I'll put it on this circuit. I don't know if we have any balm lily accessible. Let's see. Balm lily seed. Oh yeah, balm lily flower we have 36. So we can get Stinky to eat some stuff before he dies here. Or gets sick. The game is much slower than before the update, just because the dupes can't run very fast. So it takes forever to get anywhere. Okay, vitamin chews, coal, balm lily flower. Let's make a bunch of those. Priority 1 million. And hopefully Stinky eats it first. I don't really use these much, but we've got a lot of food poisoning and slime lung and stuff going on. I think it's getting into the food supply from the dirt. So I'm switching over to these bristle blossoms as much as I can. Okay, errand assigned. There goes Abe, making some vitamin chews. Or not. Bathroom break. Okay. Oh, Nisbet ate the vitamin chew right away. I guess she needed it. She's at 74, but Stinky really needs it. I wonder how we can set them to only get one person to eat it. Who will eat the next one? Okay, vitamin chew. Oh, we can't assign it. Okay, we'll put Stinky back on everything, just in case he needs one of these jobs to be able to eat vitamin chews. I don't think he needs to, but... What does vitamin chew do again? Immune booster. Boosters can be taken by both healthy and sick duplicants. What about the placebo? Disease recovery bonus 1%. Might make some of those as well. He's used 100 kilograms of coal though, the vitamin chews, which is quite a bit. Now, oh, here comes Stinky. Yay, he's eating it. Okay, come back here, Stinky. I want to see what that's doing to you. Vitamin supplement. Immunity regen plus 10% per cycle. Wears off in 2 cycles. Okay. That probably won't save him, but... How many germs does he have in him? 44,000 slime lung. See how that goes. How much coal do we have? 91 tons. And how's our fertilizer going? Oh, look at this room. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Pressurized. I like it. So, for every 3 of these, we could probably have another natural gas generator. I don't know if we need the power right now. I guess I'll put one more in. Get it ready. And I shouldn't be doing these mega priority, just regular priority 5 should do. Oh, our CO2 pipe is in the way. Or hydrogen pipe, or whatever this is. Let's put that up here instead. And then we can deconstruct this one. So I'll come back once we're ready for exosuits. Actually, I can probably put in the exosuit forge now. This thing needs 480 watts. It's kind of a temporary building, so let's just put it up here, and then we'll tear it down after we have our exosuits. So I needed copper for the exosuits, so I ran out of copper ore. So I'm replacing all the copper wire with iron wire in the base here. And that should free up some copper. I didn't realize that exosuits could only use copper. I thought they could use any refined metal, but guess not. Got a lot of food. We got way more food than we need. Maybe we should take on more dupes. Let's enable the printing pod. And Stinky recovered after taking those vitamin chews. He's back to 92%, or almost 100%. So we can probably start exploring. Once everyone's at 100, I'll continue exploration, because we still have to find a steam geyser. Added another natural gas generator up here. It's working good. And I hooked up the nullifier here. So we're sending a little bit of hydrogen to it. It's down at -40. It's cooling down this area nicely. Oh, our first exosuit maybe? How many do we have now? Let's close some of these menus. I don't think exosuits show up on here. How many do we have on the ground here? Atmosuit 3. Okay. We could probably put in our dock. Although oxygen is kind of an issue right now. I mean, it's good enough at the moment, but it's not great. Got some automation here. If pressure drops below 500, it kicks on, but what if they're unhappy? Low oxygen, yeah. I need to send more oxygen to the base. So I'll hook up some more oxygen generation and try to saturate this base. So I had to move the food storage yet again. I put it in this little chlorine room down here, because there was just too many germs in our food supply. So now it's all here and the germs are dying pretty much instantly. Now someone told me in the comment that the chlorine gets consumed as it's killing the germs. So we might have to find a chlorine geyser and pressurize this room. And this is a bit of a run for them to kind of come and get food, but it's kind of a necessary evil to kill the germs. I'm not sure why we're getting so many germs in the food. Like if we look here, bristle blossom. There are some germs, but not like a huge amount. What about up here? Yeah, look at this. Bristle blossom, 24,000 germs. It could be coming from the fertilizer, I guess. I'm not quite sure. And we can't deconstruct any plants because it crashes the game at the moment. We don't really need food right now, though. We got a good backlog of food. We just need clean food. I might get rid of this mealwood and replace it with bristle blossom, because bristle blossom only needs water. That's its only requirement, and our water is clean, so it should stay clean if we get rid of the mealwood. And we're going to run out of dirt as well, so best to switch over to bristle blossom completely. Oh, we have flooding. Oh, that's not really flooding. Come on. Too much liquid. Guess we should put some mesh tiles into that. And carve out a little space for it to drain into. Oh, it's gone already. And we were building a secondary oxygen line, but I forgot to make it out of abyssalite. I made it out of granite, so I have to rebuild it out of abyssalite because I want it to retain its coldness as it travels down. So we're building this again, second time. Second time lucky. So I'm thinking of having this line supply the left-hand side of the base, and this line supply the right-hand side. So we'll have 2 full lines of oxygen. That should be good enough. So I'll come back once they're all done that. So many cycles have gone by. It took me a while to get kind of exosuits going. And during that time, I just realized we've run out of polluted water here. And what we're doing with this is we're sending it up. We're filtering it for clean water for oxygen generation, which is working fine. And I thought these natural gas generators would generate enough polluted water for us, but I guess these fertilizer makers are sucking it all up. So I'm thinking of cracking this open, because it should drain down this way, spill over and drain into here, and spill over and go into here. That's the theory, at least. So I'm going to do a high priority ladder here, kind of up like this, and we'll see how that goes. And since I noticed that, I'm putting in another natural gas generator. I think we'll be able to support 5. So gotta wire that up. Actually, this is more like priority 5 normal. This is the emergency here. We want this done right away, because we don't want clean water in here. Now I could move this pump down to here. That would also work, but in fact I could drill all this out and move the collection down here. Maybe I should do that. But let's first flood this. Unreachable build. Of course it's unreachable. There we go. That should fix it. And then we can drain this, drain this. Anything else up there? Nope. No gas output. Okay, this is the bug where I need to reload, so I'll do that in a second. It is getting warm in here. I'll probably put some regulation on this so that this nullifier comes on when it gets too hot in here. But oxygen in the base looks really, really good. I'm really happy with it. Look at that. And exosuits are now set up. And I put a door in front, and we only want our exosuit guys to go through it. Because I tested some other characters or dupes, and they're just too slow when they wear the exosuits. You know, they get halfway down here and they have to go back up again. We should extend this fire pole. Now we're gonna go into the oil. Finally. I mean, I probably was off camera for like maybe an hour. I just wanted to get to the next phase of the base. And I set up another project here. A couple projects. So there was a bunch of chlorine in this room. And I set up a pump and a filter to fill this little room with chlorine. But we've already used it almost all up, because our food was getting really germed. Actually, is it getting germed again? Oh, it is. We really need to find a chlorine geyser so we can keep a chlorinated room to kill all this stuff. I also put an algae deoxidizer just to oxygenate this area, so that's looking good. But I still haven't found a water geyser. Steam geyser. I figure we don't need it just yet, because we do have some polluted water here that we're filtering. Got lots of food, lots of oxygen. We want to crack through up here. Did they do that yet? No. Still working on it. The tubes are just so slow now. And you can't really put any tubes in until you have oil, which is pretty late game. So I have a feeling that they have to do some balancing for this all to work out. Why are they doing this first? Okay, here they go. One more section, you can do it. There they go. Okay, is that flowing? Is that flowing correctly? Yep. So that should build up and go that way. Why is it stuck there? There it goes. Perfect. As long as it flows all the way over. Now, I just realized something new. If you send clean water to a water sieve, it doesn't damage it anymore. I think it used to, but now it doesn't. Okay, that worked well. Get rid of that last little nib. That'll keep us settled for a while, but really I should move all this down here. Now I got another issue. Since I opened up this pocket of nasty water, there was a ton of polluted oxygen in there, so that's all going to the base now. Which is not the best thing. But I put up some deodorizers and hopefully we'll clean it all up. But look at this nastiness right now. We got one here. We need to put some through at the base. Clean that mess up. Didn't realize how much oxygen was in there, in that pocket. But now we have the exosuits ready. We could send those guys down here, start drilling into the oil, which is the thing I've wanted to do for quite some time. Let's go down to here. Then all our CO2 can fall down and the slicksters can eat it. There they go. They can go underwater, they can go into oil, they can go boil themselves without any harm. Finally. These suits do need some clean oxygen. And they got damaged when that polluted oxygen came down, so I had to put some filters in. What's everyone doing? Someone was saying in a comment that I should challenge myself, make some kind of arbitrary challenge. And one thing could be to fill the whole map with clean oxygen. That would be a fun challenge. I mean, we're getting there. Certainly not the whole map, though. So I had this dig order, and no one was doing it. And I finally figured out why. It's because only our diggers, our miners, who are Abe and Frankie, only they can actually dig abyssalite. But they can't wear exosuits, or they can wear exosuits, but they don't get the bonus. So they didn't have access to come down here, so now that they have access, they should come down and be able to dig that. But they're doing delivery tasks instead. Oh, the new update. Let's take our diggers off delivery. So, Abe, I think Abe's the one I gave access, so Abe, no more delivery for you. No more supply, no more tidy. You can build and dig, that's it. And I have no one I have no one that can actually do the this mechano thing. Mechanotronics. No one can do it. I think we need mastery in this and this, but we don't have any dupes that can get mastery in both of those. So we'll have to get a new dupe. And it could take a while to get two traits that allow us to get that final slot. Could be a lot of RNG. I'm not terribly excited about it. Actually, they can leave that. I just want to get to the oil. So we finally got into the oil. We're 15 hours into the game. Now I wasn't really rushing to get down there, but it definitely took a lot longer than I thought it would. And I really want to build conveyor belts, but we can't do that yet until we get a special dupe. And I might want to try playing with the steam generator, but we have to get down to this magma. But this episode's getting a bit long. Some of you have said that the episodes are a bit too short at 20 minutes. Let me know in a comment what your ideal episode length is. 40 minutes, 30 minutes. I try to keep them between 20 and 30, just to keep them kind of bite-sized. So let me know in a comment what you think. I might do a poll also and put that in the video just so you guys can let me know that way. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.